Hi everybody. In this video, we'll explore the United States Bill of Rights. We'll start with some brief history and context of the U.S. Constitution, then I'll read the first 10 amendments, which are collectively known as the Bill of Rights. You can skip ahead to the Bill of Rights by using the chapter headings in the description. The story begins on July 4th, 1776, when the 13 American colonies declared their independence from Great Britain. The Declaration of Independence outlined the colonies' desire for freedom, equality, and self-governance. This laid the groundwork for the Revolutionary War. I cover the Declaration of Independence in another video. After achieving independence, the new nation needed a government. In 1781, the Articles of Confederation became the United States' first constitution, creating a loose alliance of states with a weak central government due to fears of tyranny. However, the Articles soon showed significant flaws. The federal government lacked the power to tax, regulate trade, or enforce laws, leading to economic collapse and conflicts between states. To address these issues, leaders called for a meeting to discuss reforms. The first Constitutional Convention took place in Annapolis in 1786, but attendance was low. However, it set the stage for a more significant gathering. In May 1787, the Second Constitutional Convention convened in Philadelphia with delegates from 12 states, including prominent figures like George Washington and James Madison. The Philadelphia Convention was initially intended to revise the Articles of Confederation, but delegates quickly decided to draft a new constitution. Over 4 months, they debated and crafted a document that established a stronger federal government with executive, legislative, and judicial branches which all had equal power. The Great Compromise established a 2-house legislature balancing large and small states' interests. The Constitution was signed on September 17, 1787. To become law, the Constitution required ratification by 9 of the 13 states. This sparked intense debate. Federalists supported the new Constitution, while Anti-Federalists feared it concentrated too much power in the central government. To address these concerns, the Federalists promised to add a Bill of Rights to protect individual freedoms. In 1789, the first Congress proposed the first 10 amendments, known as the Bill of Rights, which were ratified in 1791. These amendments guaranteed essential rights like freedom of speech and religion, and protection against government overreach. The Bill of Rights. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Amendment 2. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed. Amendment 3. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. Amendment 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. Amendment 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces, or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. Nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Amendment 6. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Amendment 7. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Amendment 9. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Amendment 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. I hope you found this interesting and enlightening. I truly believe that in this decisive moment in history, we need to understand our founding documents. Thanks for listening.